get your fucking head out of your ass for 1 second, okay? All Asian people could agree with me on this one. Is that you are upset with one Asian person and the rest of the one that looks like him get punished for it. That's the questions that we're asking. It's not because, oh my God, we're losing a business that you're not going to shop with us. No. The question is, why do you punish people that look like Chow? That's it. Because we asked that questions, you went into, oh, so the boy was innocent. No, we're not saying that we're not grieving for the loss of Cyrus. We're not saying that we're agreeing with Chow. We're not arguing about anything in that matter. But we're asking, if you're not happy with Chow, go punish Chow. Why do you targeting collectively because we look alike? What? And because we asked that, you think that we're okay with shop owner to kill a young innocent man? Now, that's projection, sweetheart. That's not coming from me. I grieve and I feel mourn the loss of a life. Okay? No life should be lost. That's it. I'm not arguing about that. I'm saying Asian people out here are asking, why do we get punished? Because you're not happy with one person that looks like us. And since you're not gonna get it, I assume that because you're operating through the emotion, okay? It's high right now, I get it. Let me cradle you for 1 second, okay? So here we go. Imagine this, okay? There's a family, okay? Mom, dad, and 5 children. 4 live out of state, in school or whatever, live their life. A youngest one live with parents. All 5 of them get access to support funding from the parents. One day, the youngest one stole dad's watch and sold it. Dad found out, got upset. He freezed all the bank account. And then other children call and say, what's up with the bank account? I can't access. And dad say, well, I'm upset with your brother. He stole my watch. And now the children, the 4 children are asking, okay, our younger brother stole your watch. We had nothing to do with it. But why we're prevent from accessing to the fund? Because the older kids asked that question, dad immediately went into, oh, so you agree that your brother has the right to steal my watch and sell it? That's not what they say. They said, why is it one person's actions affecting us? That's the whole point here.
So a ticking time bomb that I feel like not a lot of people know about is the fact that most of your favorite local Chinese restaurants that are being owned by like Chinese immigrants are probably not going to be around within the next 10 to 15 years. And this is because, for context, my parents own a Chinese restaurant, and basically all of our friends and family in our like community also own their own Chinese restaurants. So, you know, what I know is happening is that a lot of these people who came to America, you know, a couple decades ago, opened up their Chinese restaurants. They're getting to the age now where they are trying to figure out how to retire and how to essentially like what to do with the business. And so one of the options obviously is to sell it.
Is that what it is? Or did y'all figure out that y'all people wrote?
Guys, more and more Asians are coming up to talk about the Asian boycott. Like, it's affecting them so badly, and they are really fed up about the boycott. So if you've been looking for the latest news or what is happening around this boycott, you're at the right place. So do well to grab your seats, because I'm about to expose exactly what is happening. So let's dive in.
To check that your ass couldn't cash. And now it's bouncing. I don't feel bad at all, because this is a long time coming. And it's not to say that we're just trying to boycott businesses to hurt y'all. Listen, it's not about y'all. It's about us. It's about the fact that we've been coming into your businesses, patronizing y'all businesses, but yet we're treated like we're nothing. Yet we're treated like we're nothing. We're treated as if our dollars don't matter. We're treated as if you're tired of dealing with us. Yet you open up service industry companies where you have to provide customer service, you have to provide food, you have to provide us. You're cleaning our feet, but yet you don't respect us. We're just dirty people. Man, listen, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it's so funny seeing all of these think pieces go online and they still fail to realize where all of this is coming from, as if we just got up one day and said, let's just boycott business. No. Where do you think the whole term hurry up and buy came from? Y'all been tired of us in your stores. You say it's because we're stealing and all of this stuff. Why keep opening up stores in the neighborhoods with us then? It's almost as if you can't open them anywhere else. And see, what's funny is you talk about the people moving here and immigrants are not opening up these businesses anymore. Or can immigrants not come over here the same way they did before because of this current administration? Oh, and let's talk about the fact that y'all come over here and don't like us, don't respect our money. Y'all treat us like we're less than, but you're doing our feet. You're serving us food. It's almost as if the higher class Asian community over there still in their country didn't have to come mingle with the lessers. Am I getting somewhere with this? It's almost as if this is like a second-rate job that y'all do here. Even though it's your business, you have to clean and file the feet of the very people that you despise. Let's wear that for size. I don't get it. But then y'all feel like y'all are better than us here, but y'all know how y'all are looked at home. Y'all know how people look at you at home. The people with the tech companies, the people with the pharmaceuticals, not the Chinese restaurants in the hood, not the nail salons where you got to scrape the feet of us niggas in the hood. We thought y'all was a quiet, docile community till everybody got online and drove saying how much y'all didn't need the black dollar. But if y'all don't need it so much, why is it a problem if we're not patronizing your businesses anymore? Why the uproar? What are you scared of? What are you scared of? Is it that your people not going to support your business? They don't need their feet done? They don't need their nails done? They don't want to eat Chinese food? Oh, y'all don't eat the Chinese food that you serve to us. Oh, yeah. What are we even talking about here? See, and it's funny because I did a video on the stock market and how it's crashing in Korea, but everybody got in the comments saying it has nothing to do with what's going on in America. Listen, common sense ain't so common anymore.
Well, there's one thing that this Asian lady doesn't understand. Like, it's not about them. She feels like we deciding to boycott Asian businesses, we are hating on them or something like that. That is not the point. It's not about them. It's all about us. Like, for the past decades, like, come to think of it, for the past decades, black persons have been disrespected, have been treated as if they are nobodies. Like, we're just fed up at this point. We're seriously just fed up at this point. And boycotting the Asian businesses, it's not as if we're trying to be bad to them or something like that. We're just trying to take our dollars to where it's going to be valued, to where we're going to be treated with respect. And we just simply want to grow our own community. I don't know if she gets the point. Then she was like complaining that why punish an entire community for the crimes of one person? Yes, true. But this stuff keeps on happening. It's not only the case of the little boy that got shot. It happens on a daily basis. The racism happens on a daily basis. So it's just high time that we say, okay, enough is enough. And I just think that is what we decided to do. Not that we are hating on y'all or something. Let's look at more clips.
Allegedly, the Asian community is trying to go ahead and enact a 2.0 to the Asian hate bill, where they're going to try to say that it is hateful against Asian communities, that we're no longer shopping with their businesses. So it just made me wonder, how are you going to force us to shop with your businesses? How? Like, what does that even look like? How does that look like? So is it just that the people are speaking about the boycott are going to be condemned, or what is it? How is that going to work?
I just seen this Asian dude say they need to make 14 to 16,000 at his restaurant in the next 2 days.
Damn, that's
or his ass is going out of business. You feel me? Niggas is borrowing money to make payroll. Yeah, I know. 4,500 every 2 weeks.
It happens.
I know. Still got rent. Still got car notes. Still got a whole lot of them bills is piling up. Them bills is piling up. Did I not say this? What happened weeks ago? I did. I love to see it. I love to see it. I'm not saying I love to see them struggling and shit. They people should be supporting their people. You feel me?
Facts. I agree with
Meanwhile, black business is booming. I'm seeing hella people saying that their business has been doing numbers in the black community. You feel me? I said that income was gonna drop, and it did. It's basically non-existent. Can't even make payroll. This is going out of business. But yeah, I love to see my people say they gonna do some shit and actually do that shit. Ooh, it feels amazing.
As a business owner, I hate to see any business suffer. Let me say that, because I know how hard it is, and I know how much money you have to put into your business to get it out the ground. For the first few years, you're going to take losses. You know what I mean? So when you finally get a point where your business is making money, you're happy, you're excited. It's like a dream come true. In this case here, with the Rick Chow incident with the Asians having to go, a lot of Asian mom and pop Asians going out of business, I don't even think it was the Rick Chow verdict that really did it then. You know, although a lot of black folk were disappointed in that verdict with Rick Chow and Cyrus Carmack Belton, I think what really did a lot of the Asian businesses in was when the lady and the guy came out and they pretty much threatened and doubled down on some stuff. And they challenged the black community. And then the black community was like, okay, we'll show you how our ancestors did with the Montgomery boycott. And so that's what's going on right now in the Asian community. And a lot of people a lot of these Asian restaurants Asian business that was month to month can't make payroll and can't make rent, and they are starting to go out of business. I saw 3 within probably a 10-mile radius of my home that went out of business. So it is what it is. But like I said, I hate to see any business go out of business knowing you to put your lifelong blood, sweat, and tears in it to get that business up. But it is what it is. Let's move to the next one.
Yo, the boycott for the Asian businesses is really happening, y'all. When I tell y'all, even in Metro Detroit, Hazel Park, East Point, the nail shops are empty. Ain't no black women in them shits. The boycott going down, y'all.
The boycotting and blacking out of Asian businesses that is currently occurring within the Black American community is not only timely, but it's duly justified. Let me set a picture for you. Imagine you come from the stock of people that has made a country so economically powerful and civil that so many people want to literally leave their homeland and run to your country to live a better life and to fulfill a dream tied to the country you built. However, when those same people get here, they treat you as if you are the inconvenience. They treat you, the same person from the stock of people who made their existence in your home possible, they treat you like you're the guest. Like you're an unwanted guest in their home. Mind you, this is what happens when the Asian community gets businesses in the black community. Not only did these people get here off the backs of our ancestors, you have a business in my neighborhood. So you're benefiting again off the backs of my ancestors, and then on top of that, you're gonna treat me like a second-class citizen in my home, in my country? Absolutely not. You deserve to have your business completely dissolved, and you're lucky that's all we're doing.
There is a lot of rising tension between the Asian and Black American community, with Black Americans saying, let's boycott some Asian businesses, and Asian Americans saying, stop attacking our people. And this is all being caused due to the acquittal of Rick Chow in the murder of Cyrus Carmack Belton. And it's upsetting seeing this divide occur, because we should all be, with each other in solidarity as minorities, right? I think we can all agree that Rick Chow should be in prison. He shot and murdered a 14-year-old boy. However, why are we combating that with racism against one another? In my opinion, the only person that wins as the result of us attacking each other, us unfairly discriminating against Black Americans unfairly discriminating against Asian Americans, are the bigots that support Rick Chow being found not guilty. One man's actions should not justify demonizing an entire community. Calling in fake orders to Asian restaurants and boycotting small Asian businesses is not the answer. Do I discriminate against everybody from Vermont because Chester Arthur is the one that signed the Chinese Exclusion Act? No, I think that's unreasonable. I like Bernie. I hope some justice is served for Cyrus Carmack Belton and his family finds peace.
speaking specifically to the Asian community right now. We need to stop pretending like anti-blackness does not exist in our community, as if it's not a problem, because it is. We see it in the stereotypes that get repeated in our homes, in the way some people talk about black communities, in excuses people make when black people are harmed, and in the silence that follows when accountability is needed. The response for some Asian Americans for the killing of Cyrus Carmack Belton has been deeply disappointing. Instead of centering a 14-year-old black child who lost his life, some people rushed to defend Rick Chow, justify the shooting, or shift blame onto Cyrus himself. That should disturb all of us. We cannot keep demanding solidarity from other communities when anti-blackness within our own community goes unchallenged. We cannot talk about the racism Asian Americans face while refusing to acknowledge prejudice that exists in our own families and social circles. The model minority myth has convinced some Asian Americans that proximity to whiteness will protect us. It will not. That myth was created to divide communities of color and to encourage us to see ourselves as separate from the struggles of Black Americans. When we buy into that mentality, we become participants in a system that harms all of us. Accountability is not anti-Asian. Calling out anti-blackness is not anti-Asian. Using to excuse harmful behavior because the person involved is Asian is not anti-Asian. It is the bare minimum. If we are serious about justice, then we need to be willing to confront uncomfortable truths about our own community. That means challenging anti-black comments when we hear them. That means rejecting stereotypes. That means listening when black people tell us about their experiences. And that means recognizing that solidarity is a commitment. It is not a slogan that you wear, that you can just slap on whatever you want. Cyrus Carmack Belton deserved to grow up. He deserved to be safe. He deserved better than the assumptions and the fears that ended his life.
Let me educate y'all a little bit just to make sure that we all on the same page. Aside from the fact that he's a 14-year-old carrying a gun with a laser, pointing it on social media, and all of the other stuff, right? Because I've had these conversations. If you guys are unfamiliar, 14-year-old walks into a store. They say that he didn't have any money, but he got a backpack, he got a gun, and the gun has a laser on it. He gets confronted after walking around in the store for 20 minutes, taking stuff, putting it back, taking stuff, putting it back. They suspected that he shoplifted. Ultimately, he got chased and the gun fell out. This is according to the testimony, not my opinion. What was testified was that he pointed a gun at the son. The father then shot him, tried to resuscitate him. They called 911. They was distraught about it. Rick Chow, 3 years later, then gets acquitted, not guilty. Let me be the person that says the uncomfortable part out loud. What makes y'all think that even before this, that black culture ever messed with y'all in the first place, that black culture was championing Asian causes? And I don't care what type of Asian people that you talk about, because most black people just automatically assume that you're Chinese. Let's be clear about that. And it doesn't matter. They're already calling for a boycott of you guys, even though you didn't have anything to do with it. And it don't matter if you was Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, whatever, it doesn't matter. They're already calling for a boycott. So y'all thinking that y'all got some kind of solidarity with black culture. You're no different than the white apologists that continue to uphold this racist narrative that keep us divided in the first place. If you think in any shape, capacity, or form that black people care anything about you outside of what they can order from your store, and that at every turn, the culture is saying, listen, we're not looking to align with you in any way, shape, or form. As a matter of fact, they despise the Asian hate crime bill because it didn't have anything to do with them, and they compared it to how they didn't get anything out of it. And so y'all don't necessarily mean anything to the culture anyway. That's the uncomfortable truth out loud. You sitting here thinking that you aligning with people based off of trying to pander, and it's going to backfire in your face. Nobody cares about what you think. The only thing that matters is the truth. A 14-year-old is walking around with a pistol. What you think going to happen? Nothing good can come out of that.
Asian Americans, we have a responsibility to confront anti-blackness wherever it exists, including within our community.
Right. Man, there's a lot of talk going on about this Chow and Cyrus case. Look, first of all, man, we don't even know them boys. Shit, to us, that shit was a one-on-one. I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on. The hell y'all gonna hate us for? We ain't do shit to y'all. I don't know, shit, we united over here. I don't know, I love everybody. I don't know what the fuck they got going on, but shit, if y'all so mad, go get that man.
have seen more Asian Americans being upset
Listen
about the
up.
fact that Black Americans are threatening to boycott Asian businesses than I have seen Asian Americans speaking out against the murder of Cyrus Carmick Belton. A child who was murdered at the hands of an Asian man. And this has everything to do with race, especially when anti-Blackness is so deeply rooted in our community. I have said this a million times, and I'll say it as many times as I need to so you can get it through your thick skulls. The only reason why Asians exist in America in such a large population is because Black activists fought for our right to be here during the Civil Rights Movement. White people did not want us here. It's not enough for Asian people to just be not racist. You have to be anti-racist, and you have to be speaking out against these injustices, or else they'll continue to happen. We absolutely owe the Black community solidarity, and the sooner that we realize that we're not much different from each other is the sooner that real change starts to happen.
I don't want to be your enemy. I understand you guys are upset and you want to boycott Asian-run businesses. Totally fair. I do acknowledge that many Asian people could be racist. And I condemn all races, regardless their ethnicities. Racism should not be accepted or tolerated. But not all of us are racist. I don't think I'm racist. I mean, I try not to be. I don't think I'm racist. I'm just Asian. I don't think it's fair that we all are punished because of one guy. I mean, I don't know who the fuck is Rick Chow is. Why are we all punished because of this one guy? But don't call all Asian people our enemy.
Black people are boycotting Asian stores because an Asian store owner recently just offed a black kid, and this is the most stupidest thing ever. This is one of the most racist things you can ever do, and it's coming from black people, and I'm very disappointed, right? Because, you guys gone through the most, struggle in racism, so I thought you would be more understanding about, not turning things to racist issues immediately. But, here it is. You see a Chinese guy, or just an Asian guy, do something bad to a black guy, and you automatically start boycotting, stereotyping, grouping in all the other Asians? What the hell kind of logic is that? We do not associate with the guy. Have you seen a single Asian person, glorifying or saying that guy, he did it, he did the right thing, that black kid deserved to have that out of him? No. Who is supporting him? No one is supporting him. If the Chinese community was supporting that Chinese guy or Asian guy, then I would understand you're boycotting everyone. But literally no one is supporting him. We're all condemning him. Show me one person who's supporting that Asian store owner. What are we doing? Why are you becoming more racist? Why are we fighting racism with racism? This is the most stupidest thing ever, bro. If anything, this is raising racial tensions between blacks and Asians. This is the most stupidest. You're just setting everyone back. This is so stupid. Please do not do this. Okay? I understand that that black kid did not deserve to have that happen to him. All right? And I agree. We all agree on that. Every Chinese person or Asian person, I can probably agree for them on their behalf. Okay? We all saying that Asian guy did not saying he's a bad person. He deserves to go to jail for a long time. We all agree on that. There's no need for you to start boycotting and become racist to other Asian stores because of this one singular incident. Are you stupid? What? If you see your black friend doing this, genuinely please explain to them and calm them down, because this is not the right way to combat racism.
Like, I'm really glad some Asian persons are realizing right now that what that guy did was wrong. But come to think of it, they would have never come to this point of conclusion if we never decided in the first place to boycott their businesses. So if they were never affected in the first place, they wouldn't have even thought that what he did was bad. The world would have just been moving and everything would have just seemed okay. So I think the boycott, yeah, it has its negative effect on them, but it also had some positive stuff that it has brought to the limelight. Because look at something, if these guys' businesses were not affected, they would have never ever admitted that what the other guy did was wrong, what the Asian guy did was wrong. So it's valid to an extent. And if the boycott wasn't even happening in the first place, most of the black businesses that have opened right now wouldn't have even opened at all. So, and I don't think it's actually a bad thing for a community to decide to spend their money with their own people. Just like you can have the Asian people also spending their money on their Asian stores. I don't think it's a bad thing. Although, yeah, to an extent, it's creating some sort of tension between the blacks and the Asians. But in order to win something, you have to lose another thing. So those are my thoughts, and I would really love to hear your own thoughts in the comment section. If you loved this video, do well to hit on that like button, and see you in the next one.